Hi friends, it's Liv, and I'm here with the legend himself. Where are you going? Okay, honestly, you're in the shot. Okay, bye. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I actually moved home for the summer, and that means that I am paying my rent in London for an apartment that I don't even live in right now because I didn't bother to find a subletter. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm very broke. So I'm home for the summer, which means that I'm hanging out with friends, hanging out with Patrick, and basically just doing things that don't require spending a lot of money because I do have a job here, but it's not going too hot, so like I'm still broke. So if you're broke too, like this video is for us, we're in this together. This video is about doing cheap or low budget things in the summer because that is my entire life right now. And it's kind of sad, but it makes great content. Kinda. Let's begin. So my first cheap summer fun idea is something that I actually really want to do, which is to have a beach day. If you live somewhere with really nice beaches, consider yourself blessed. In Brampton, we've got like one beach and it's very cheap to get into. I know a lot of beaches are actually free, like there are some by my cottage that are free to go to and they're very nice. The one in Brampton, I'm pretty sure it's cheap to get into. I haven't been there in years because it's literally disgusting. And if it's not cheap to get into, I will be very upset because why am I paying money to go swim in goose poo? But if you do have a nice beach around you, I would really recommend just going there, maybe for a day trip, go with some friends, pack some snacks. You can make this so low budget if you really try. Idea number 2 is to go for a hike. There are probably a ton of nice conservation areas or hiking trails around you. I know for me, we have a few, but some of them you have to pay for parking, so if you're really low budget, don't go to those ones or just walk or take public transit there. I know there are ways to sneak into some of them around me, but even if you do have to pay for parking, it's literally like $2, like it's so cheap. Hiking is so fun and so beautiful, and if you go with people, it's a lot of fun. If you go by yourself, you can reflect on life and maybe have an existential crisis or two. Tip number 3 is to find local events near you. For me, I know that we have live music in my city a lot. We have events downtown we can go to. Every Tuesday, my city does a free movie in the Garden Square downtown where there's like a huge screen and people go and like bring their kids and everyone watches this movie outside. What do you like to do for free in the city? Speaking of free things that you can do in your city, most cities have a farmer's market, which is my 4th tip because I absolutely love going to farmer's markets. There's usually fresh produce and things that you can buy and look at and entertainment, so farmer's markets are a lot of fun and I definitely recommend that you go check some out this summer. Anyway, so tip number 5 kind of tied into that, which is supporting a local business. For my city, I know if we go downtown, there's a ton of local cafes that are like independently owned and not really part of a chain, and it's always fun to find new food. We also have a lot of retail stores and clothing stores and consignment shops and thrift stores that are pretty independent. So if your city has anything like that, I definitely recommend checking them out because local businesses can honestly be so much fun to check out and to shop around and see what you can find. Tip number 6 is to get fit. Oh, I literally hate this one. I'm so sorry. This is one that I definitely need to do, but I haven't because I'm lazy. Usually I work out at home or go for a run because gyms are honestly expensive, and for what? For what? To have a creepy guy stare at me when I'm on the elliptical? Like, no thank you. I will go for a run in my neighborhood and I will be damn pleased. Tip number 7 is my personal favorite, and that's to start a YouTube channel. Starting a YouTube channel can be very beneficial because you can definitely explore your talents and your strengths. Oh, you're back. Your talents and your strengths can really come into play. Diesel. Your talents and your strengths can really come into play when you're starting a YouTube channel because, as you know, there are a ton of different things that you can do. I really like fashion, so I started a fashion lifestyle kind of channel, but obviously if you really like art, you can make art videos, you can do singing covers if you're a really good musician. I did a cover a few weeks ago when I was bored in my apartment in London and had no friends in the city, and I will just insert that clip for you guys to see really quick because it's not very good, but hopefully it serves as inspiration. Is there a reason we're not through? Is there a 12-step just for you? Our conversation's all in blue, 11 haze, 10 fingers tearing out my hair, 9 times you never made it there. I ate alone at 7, you were 6 minutes away. Yeah, so also I'm very sorry that you had to witness that. YouTube videos are also very fun because you can do them with friends, so if you do like a challenge or like anything like that, you can always throw a friend in there for some added dynamic, and it's a lot of fun. Honestly, even just making videos is fun. If you don't want to post them, you don't have to, because filming and editing and doing all that in of itself is just like a really good time, even if it's a stupid video like my freaking Billie Eilish cover that you just saw. Tip number 9 is to go on a picnic. I just think picnics are so cute. I used to hate them when I was a kid because the wind would get everywhere and like the ants would like get in your food, and it was just like not a good time for me. But now I just find them so relaxing and so cute. A picnic date is honestly on my summer bucket list. Tip number 10 is for all those girls who are trying to finesse their way into a pool like I am. Date someone who has a pool, it's like definitely worth it. No, I'm just kidding, but honestly, if your friends have pools, like go swim in it. I don't see why you wouldn't. This summer is gonna be a hot one, you know, because we're destroying our climate and ruining our planet. So if you get the opportunity to swim in someone else's pool, take it. Idea 11 is for all those people like me who love to shop and spend their money like crazy. Go thrifting. I love thrifting. If you haven't seen my thrift with me videos or my thrift hauls, you can check them out because they are gonna be on my channel. I found that in videos, I always say I'm gonna link things below and then I never do. So I'm tired of making false promises. So honestly, just like hit subscribe and you'll see them. Tip number 12 is something that's generally pretty free, and that's basically just to have an amateur makeshift photo shoot. Getting a photographer is kind of expensive and probably a lot of work unless you have friends who are willing to shoot for free like I do, because a lot of my friends are very talented. Honestly, just like putting a cute outfit on and going out and having a photo shoot with a friend is just a fun, relaxing way to kind of kill an afternoon. Okay, tip 13 might not be that cheap, because if you're learning a new instrument, tip 13 is to learn a new instrument or learn songs on an instrument. So if you don't have one, you're gonna have to go buy one or rent one, which is rather expensive. I did it all throughout high school, so I definitely know all about that. But if you're like me and you have a guitar and a ukulele sitting around and you're not really doing anything with them, why don't you learn a few chords, learn some picking patterns, learn some new songs? And it doesn't just have to be those like mainstream kind of instruments. I have a saxophone in the next room, so I played for like 7 years. I might as well just go learn a new song and kill some time. But if you do have an instrument sitting around your house like a guitar or a piano that you've never really played before, look up a YouTube tutorial, because honestly it might be a lot easier than you expect, and you can learn a whole new skill that'll benefit you in the future. Maybe if you go into arts. You probably won't, but you should do it anyway because it's a lot of fun. Tip 14 is to learn a new skill like sewing or dancing or anything like that. Cooking maybe would be fun, but I think that's another tip, so no. Yeah, it is, so just wait for that one actually. This summer I'm getting really into sewing, so that's my new skill for the summer, and we love a well-rounded queen. Tip 15 is to do some yoga. Ugh. Tip 16 is to fix your hair after doing yoga. No, I'm just kidding. Tip 16 is for people who actually have friends unlike me, and that's to host a potluck. Because who doesn't like going out for food with their friends? But guess what? You can't do that because you have no money. Sorry, you're broke, so you have to get your friends to bring the food to you. Potlucks are fun because everyone always brings like the same bag of brownies, and it's like, guess we're having brownies for dinner, yay. No, but like seriously, potlucks are like, oh, they're cute, they're a lot of fun. You can have all your friends in one place, and guess what? You don't even have to provide all the food. Tip 17 again is for all those people who like shopping and spending money but can't do it because you have no money to spend. Same. I know I said that if you're in this situation you can go thrift shopping, but guess what? Not even I have enough money to go thrift shopping, so you could always go window shopping. Basically just like walk around the mall with a friend or something, just have a good time and look at things that you wish you could afford but you can't. When I was in high school, me and my friend used to like go into Forever 21 and try on things we couldn't afford just for like shits and giggles. Tip 18 is to spend the day in the nearest big city. For me it would be Toronto, and I'm actually doing that very soon, which I'm very excited for, and I will keep you guys updated because I'll probably do a vlog on that. But honestly, going to another city or a big city specifically can be as cheap or as expensive as you want it to be. Technically, you could go to a big city and just walk around and explore and spend no money, or you could go and do all the expensive tourist things and shop and live your best life. But you can't because you have no money. That's why you're watching this video. All that you need to get to the nearest big city is a train ticket or a bus ticket or a car or a parent to drive you, or you can walk. I don't know where you live. Tip 19, we already mentioned it. We're gonna learn to cook. I can't even cook a grilled cheese. Yeah, but I can cook like beef teriyaki, like the good things, you know. I can cook. And finally, tip 20 is something that I have on my summer bucket list too, and I've actually already done it, but I want to do it again because it's like literally my favorite thing in the world, and that's to have a bonfire. Bonfires are so much fun, especially when like that one musical friend pulls out the guitar and plays Wonderwall. Bonfires are fun. You can roast marshmallows, you can make s'mores, you can make hot dogs. I love bonfires. I love telling ghost stories, and I love when people play throwbacks and everyone sings them. Like literally went to a bonfire the other week and we were all singing Camp Rock for half an hour and it was super. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my tips for a broke girl summer. Sorry, I literally hate myself. Just remember, when doing these activities and being bored and hating your life because you have no money, it takes $0 to be nice to other people and yourself and the planet. So if you really have no money and you have time on your hands, go outside to a nearest park and pick up some garbage. I literally should have like included that in this video, like that's so stupid. Literally, if you have nothing to do this summer, disregard everything I just said and like clean up the planet because we're all dying at an alarming rate. So I'm gonna end this video now because it's getting kind of existentially. I hope you guys liked this video and I hope it was helpful to you, and I will talk to you on Friday because it's Fashion Friday. I'll see you then. Bye.